Quite an early departure today. It's only 8 o'clock, which is quite nice. And we're heading initially to Mirandella with the hope of getting to the Douro Valley by the end of the day. Another long cycle, but hopefully not quite as long as the one the day before yesterday. I think much of this morning, at least, on the way to Mirandella is going to be like this. Now you may be able to see on the left there's a motorway, and this is the old road. Whereas motorways go over bridges and through cut-ins and they make great efforts to keep them as flat as possible, old roads just go up and down, up and down, up and down. And that, I think, is going to be the story of this morning. It's difficult to imagine that we're so close to a motorway. You can't hear it. And these back roads, the N15, there's only one of them, is just so nice and quiet. Just crossed over the motorway on a bridge, and sudden change in landscape. Big mountain over there. Hope I don't have to go over it. I'm back over again. It's not the world's busiest motorway, as you can see. This is the third or fourth little village I've been through, but not one of them has had a shop, a bar, anywhere to buy bread. Where do people buy their bread? I live in hope. Something coming up here. Could this be? My dream would be a bread shop that sells coffee even. God, I'm turning continental. Well, my prediction of it being an up and down kind of day has so far proved to be correct. Just arrived at the top of another longish hill with the prospect of heading off back down the other side, I hope. But as always, the reward is in the view that you receive. First shop I could find, petrol station. Not for the first time. And you come round a corner and what a view, wow. See for tens of kilometres there, goodness. It's such a typical Portuguese view. Well, the last 6 kilometres of cycling must be one of the highlights of this trip. All downhill, all the way from that petrol station. It veered away from the motorway. You can see the motorway here again on my left. Beautiful scenery, magnificent views, and barely any traffic on the road whatsoever. A real treat, a real joy, especially on a beautiful sunny day like today. Magnificent. That's why you come to places like this, to do a bit of cycling. And it's continuing. I'm still going downhill, still got the beautiful views. Look at this for a nice wide cycle lane coming into Mirandella, and the descent is continuing, but really, surely it can't continue for much longer. That said, my plan is now to follow a river that is heading in the direction of the Douro river, the one that I'm going to be following us from tomorrow, so you never know. Looks like Britain's still in the European Union. Excellent news. Long way it continue.
Video.
And what's your name?
Henry. My name is Henry. Henry.
These are wonderful little cycle tracks, but there is a flaw in that they haven't really thought about the curves. Just a few kilometres out of Mirandella, and look what I found. This is the now disused railway line from Mirandella to Tua. I found references to this on the internet last night. Apparently they're going to reopen parts of it, but it doesn't look like it's going to be this part. Imagine if that were a cycle lane. Oh, imagine. We could go down there, wander to our heart's content without going up all these hills and down all the valleys. Tua station in the Douro Valley, and that was an epic ride, none of which was caught on video. It was a race against time. I couldn't stop, but oh goodness me, that was an epic of epic proportions. You better read the text.